Hi, Mark Donovan from HomeAdditionPlus.com. Today I'm in the process of replacing this old window. This window is about 50 years old. It's rotted to heck, and I'm going to replace it with a new Anderson window. It's going to be a creative task because I want to do it so I don't have to replace any of the siding on the house. So I'm going to have you guys follow along and see how I do this, and hopefully it'll be a successful project without a lot of extra effort. As you can see here, this window is just completely gone. I don't want to touch it here. Just in case I have any other issues with the other window about to put in, but it's completely rotted out, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to pull this out and hopefully put in the new one. So this is the new window. It's an Anderson casement style window. Both sides can open up. It has nailing tabs on it already here, as you can see along this side. I may or may not have to remove them depending how easy it is to slip it up underneath the house siding. I may wind up removing one side of the nailing strip to secure this window in, but hopefully it'll not be too much of an issue. So I'm getting ready to pull out this window. I wanted just to say though, however, in regards to finding a replacement window, you always want to make sure you check out what the rough opening window requirements are. Basically measure from the inside edges of the window framing studs. In my case here, it's roughly about 42 inches between windows frame studs, both top and bottom in this case, which made it somewhat complicated to find a replacement window. But you definitely want to make sure you know what the rough opening frame requirements are, and then when you go to purchase a window, make sure you look to see what the rough opening requirements are for that particular window and that they're a match. So I feel my best bet for taking out this window is to start by using a block of wood and a hammer and just basically kind of beating on the block of wood to kind of push the window out so I can get some leverage on the outside of it afterwards. So I'm just going to hold the block of wood here and with the hammer kind of hit it a few times. So I'm graduating to a bigger hammer and forgetting the block of wood since I'm really not trying to save anything here. And so when the medium-sized hammer doesn't work, we got to go a little bigger. One hit there and basically the bottom of that window just came out. And that takes care of this window. And the nice thing is that window came out nice and clean. None of the clapboards damaged. Just got to remove a little bit of the drip edge up at the top. And we should be ready to slide in the new window, hopefully without a lot of extra effort. So suffice it to say, as I thought, it was a little complicated taking out the drip edge that was previously in there going over the window. I had to basically use a Sawzall to cut away the nails and then pull the drip edge that was coming out and going over the window edge. This piece of aluminum here won't be a problem. I've also made sure that none of the nails on the back side are going to cause any problem when I slip the new drip edge up. So at this point, we're now going to try installing the window just for a rough fit to see how everything looks. So now what I'm doing is I'm using my claw bar in this putty knife and basically just gently pulling away the siding a little bit so that I can be able to take the nailing tab of the window and slip it underneath the siding. And from what I can see here, I'm not going to have to cut these nails at all. That trim tab is only going to need to go about a 1/4 inch underneath the back side of these clapboards. So I'm very carefully just going up here using my putty knife and then my claw bar and just kind of rocking it to loosen up these nails and to separate the boards a little bit. We're going to do this all the way around the window frame on both sides. Also, to square the window up in the frame, I've added these 3/4 inch blocks, just nailed them in here. Now I'm going to put another one in here as well. And what they're going to do is allow the window to sit up a little bit higher, squared in the frame. It'll make it easier for slipping the bottom nailing tab underneath the clapboard. Okay, I've now attached the new window into the opening. What I wound up doing was over on the nailing tabs, I had to trim them down to fit in. And it wasn't going to be really an issue anyways, because I was going to have a gap and I was going to need to fill it anyways. So I did that on both sides of the window and attached it with exterior screws to the wall studs. And I have equal spacing now, 1 1/8 inch on both sides, as well as in the top and the bottom. And now I'm going to take 1x material trim and basically box this in to finish it off. All right, there's the finished product. That's the 1x material, approximately 1/8 inch wide material, 0.75 inches deep around the periphery of the window. You will notice in here that I've got some flashing material or drip edge, so that the long piece here, any water coming off here will go over the drip edge and down here and then on to the clapboard below. Also, I've added drip edge up at the top, again to prevent any water from getting behind the window. So that's it. The window's installed. It's raining out. It's been raining out for the past hour and a half. That's why I wasn't able to go step by step in terms of showing you in the video here. But the basic premise is you remove the old window, you basically clean up the edges of the window frame. In my case, there were window tabs, attachment tabs for the new window. I had to trim those a little bit, and then I centered the window in, made sure it was level. Once it was level, I nailed it in one corner, actually screwed it in one corner, again made sure it was square and level, and then continued around the periphery of the window, screwing it in on the remaining screw tabs or attachment tabs. Then I put the 1x material. It's basically 0.75 inch thick material. Cut it to the width, which was about 1/8 inch here, and nailed that in with stainless steel nails. And I also used drip edge. Anyways, I hope that helps you get some ideas on how to install a replacement window. If you have other questions, make sure to visit HomeAdditionPlus.com. And if you like this video, click on the like button. And if you like the channel, subscribe to the channel.